Hello traders, this is Forex Nelson. I'm back again today with another 7 trades. Today's date is December the 2nd and I'm using my new PIP trigger trading system. This system has the PIP trigger, which is the lower channel, the upper channel, and also has the gold arrows here. Concept is easy to understand. Once you get a arrow at the bottom followed by a blue arrow, you're going to buy. Same thing up here, gold arrow followed by red arrow, you can sell. Of all the systems I built over many years, this is my best system I've ever made. Now you also have these other arrows, the blue and the red ones. They're called the super signal indicator, showing you the cycles within the market. And down here at the bottom we have some oscillating indicators. Now every morning at 6 o'clock I'm in front of the computer here, right where this vertical line is, looking at all the different instruments, taking a look at my daily trade plan, and of course once I know I want to be buying and or selling, I'll manually put in this white arrow. Now you will get an audio sound and this pop-up box you see right here suggesting to buy and or sell. Now here's my daily trade plan. It's running in real time, and the time at this point is 10 a.m. New York time, and of course I'm done trading for the day. Now this daily trade plan will show from the monthly right down to the 30 minutes. After it does a bunch of calculations, within the comments here it'll say look for bearish trades, bullish trades, and sometimes it'll be preferred. Now if you're trading without any kind of a daily trade plan, well, that's one good reason why you are still failing. You have to have some kind of a daily trade plan. Now if you have any questions regarding this daily trade plan, well, there's more information right below this video in the description. And if you have more questions, well, just get in contact with me. Okay, now we can check into these trades. Looks like I did 3 Forex pairs, and the other 4 were futures and the indexes. First one was the pound yen. So let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in first of all. Now we had the arrow from the daily trade plan right here, and from the PIP trigger gold arrow. Now obviously getting in anywhere across here would have been a little bit better than here, but that's okay. I do usually between 5 and 10 trades, and I don't need a lot of pips and or ticks to get my 200 pips and ticks, which is what I'm looking for every day I'm trading. So I finally took the trade at this point, closed it out here, just being happy. Looks like with 17 pips, and that paid out $115. Okay, let's move on to the next trade, the euro yen. See what that looks like. I also bought this one, had the arrow from the daily trade plan, PIP trigger, super signal, lots of things, and even just looking at the charts here, lots of things telling me it's going to go up. That's why I bought it. Let's see where I got in at right here. I knew in this candle that the next candle is going to produce the arrow, and which, by the way, I get traders ask me if any the blue or the red arrow, do they repaint? And the answer is no. Once it prints, it stays there permanent. So I took the trade at this point. Looks like I got out at pretty much the perfect position, or at the top, locking in 21 pips, and that paid out $140. Another tool I highly recommend you get your hands on is called the Fibmaster tool. Once you get it, you would just click on this tab right here. You would go from swing low to swing high. And here's your pullback hitting entry number 2 right in this area. And of course, if it hits the entries and starts to show signs of continuing working its way up, you would get in. And the target, well, it usually will make it at least a target 2, 3, 4, or 5. And it did hit target at least 2. Let's see now. Right in here, target 3 actually. And it does have a grand total of 10 targets right there. Now the reason why it works so great is that millions of traders all over the world use Fibonacci. And this is 100 times better than the default fib tool that comes in the MT4 platform. And remember, also, all my systems plus this FibMaster tool, everything works on the MT4 platform, does not work on the MT5. Now if you have any questions regarding the FibMaster tool, and just to let you know, it's a complete full course, 3 gigabytes of training, 30 training videos, plenty of education teaching you exactly how to master the Fibonacci. Now if you need more information, well, look right below this video. And of course, if you need more information, well, at that point you can just get in contact with me. Okay, moving on to the next trade, which is crude oil. Let's pull that chart up. Now I want it to be, this one I sold it, arrow from the daily trade plan. And there's the gold arrow back here. So in theory, every time you get a red arrow, you can sell. So, and of course, let's see where I got in first of all. Now this pays $10 for each tick. If I stayed in, I would have made a lot more. But remember, I'm only looking for 200 pips and ticks. So looking at the money, and because it pays $10 for each tick, easy to see this should be 15. So from here to here, we're looking for 15. There it is right there. And as you can see, it paid $150. And if I stayed in till the bottom, that's around 86. So like I said, a lot more ticks. Okay, let's move on to Euro Aussie. Pull up the charts, drag and drop this up. This one I also sold. Arrow from the daily trade plan, pip trigger gold arrow. There's your red arrow. And this is where I happen to get in right here. So let's see how many pips I ended up with. Looks like 27. And those 27 pips paid out $177. Okay, let's move on to the NASDAQ. NASDAQ pays $20 for each tick. Took the money, divided by 20. It's approximately, I rounded it up, but it's approximately 28. So let's see, on the NASDAQ. So let's pull up the charts. This one I bought it, so let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. So we had the arrow from the pip trigger. And so remember every blue arrow, buy, buy, buy. Could even buy right here if you so desire. But this is where I got in at. And what I say, looking for 28. Doesn't have to move very much to pay out pretty good. So we're looking for 28. There it is right there, 28 ticks, and that paid out $554. And of course, all the way to the top is 170 some ticks, so would have paid out a lot more money. Now you know why I love trading the NASDAQ. Moving on to the next trade, which is gold. Let's pull up gold. Let's drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. And gold pays $10 for each tick, so easy to see this should be 154.3. So let's just go with the 154. So here's the arrow from the daily trade plan, the pip trigger gold arrow. Could have bought here, here, and could have made some ticks within here. But let's see now. Like I said, we're looking for 154. Eventually it'll pop in. 52. There it is right there, 154. And that paid out $1,543. Okay, let's move on to the DAX 30. On this DAX 30, it does pay $3.75 for each tick. So I took the money, divided by that number. Calculator says we're looking for approximately 545 ticks. I dropped it down to the 5 minutes to try to get a reading on it. So we'll just drag and drop this up, see where I got in at. This one I wanted to be selling it. So I was looking for the arrow, but somehow it disappeared. But the daily trade plan said to sell. And so there's the gold arrow, followed by these two red arrows. I got in right near the goal line. Looks like I got out at a good point, because after this point it went back up. So like I said, looking for 545. And I got it right on this time. 545 ticks, paying out $2,043. And as you can see, this is another one. Like the NASDAQ, it's a great instrument to trade. So, another great day of trading, obviously. I added up all the pips and the ticks. Grand total for today was 807. And as you can see, those ticks and pips paid out $4,724. Remember, it does take a lot of education and time. For me, it was a little over 8 years and a lot of education. And finally, it paid off, all that time and education. And once you get to that point, you'll be a very happy trader also. Now, if your system's not producing, like my PIP trigger, I recommend you get your hands on it. Don't forget about the daily trade plan. Don't forget about the FibMaster tool. Now, if you have any questions, quite simple, just get in contact with me, and that's very easy to do. All you have to do is look right below this video in the description. You'll get all that information. Now you can pick up the phone and call me directly. I do answer the phone. If not, just leave a message and I'll get back to you. Now, of course, if you can't call me, well, send me an email. Now, I really do prefer Teams. I used to use Skype for many, many years, but there is no more Skype, so I'm forced to use Teams. But Teams is not too bad. Made it easy for you. All you got to do is click on the link in the description. We'll have a Teams connection, and at that point, should be able to answer most of your questions. Now, also in the description, you'll find 5 different packages. I do charge $250 for each package, and I do have a special offer. Obviously, if you buy one package, it's $250. 2 packages is $400. And for $500, you can get 3 packages. That's roughly a 33% discount. Now, if you want a 50% discount, well, just send me an email. And once I have your first and last name and your email, I'll put you on my email list for free weekly trading tips, and I'll send you back other packages that offer a 50% discount. Well, looks like it's just about time to wrap up this video. And of course, if you like the video, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to my YouTube channel. So until the next trading day and video, I want to wish you good luck with your trading, and remember to keep yourself and your family safe. Okay, bye for now.